Okay, so let's have a look at equations with variables on both sides. What do I mean that? So let's have a look at an example. Say 3x plus 4 equal to 2x plus 7. Well, obviously there's an x here and there's an x here. Remember, from equations we always want to have x on one side and the numbers on the other side. So when solving equations like this, the imperative would be to move all the variables onto one side. So what do? Remember, we just have to subtract 2x because it's positive 2x here. We can cancel it by subtracting 2x. Of course, if we subtract 2x from one side, we have to subtract 2x from the other side as well, as with all equations. So we end up with x plus 4. So because 3x minus 2x equals to x, 4 remains. 2x minus 2x, 0. We have 7 remain. Yep. And then we do as normal. We subtract 4 here, we subtract 4 here, and we end up with x equals to, so plus 4 minus 4, they cancel out. And 7 minus 4, we end up with 3. Yep. It's quite straightforward. Just one extra step of moving all the x's to one side. Let's have a look at another example. 3a plus 6 equals to a plus 18. So once again, we have to move all the polynomials to one side. So best thing to do is move this a to that side. So we try to cancel it out by subtracting a from here, and of course we do the same to the other side. 3a minus a, 2a plus 6 equals to a, and the minus a cancel out. We end up with 18. Plus 6 is cancelled up by minus 6. We minus 6 from the other side as well. So we end up with 2a equals to 12. And the 2 here, we divide by 2, divide by 2. We end up with a equals to 6. Next one. Let's do one with some subtractions. 5a minus 3 equals to 2a plus 6. So once again, we try to cancel out the 2a here, so as to make sure that there's only a's on one side. So minus 2a here with minus 2a here. 5a minus 2a, of course, 3a minus 3. 2a minus 2a is, of course, 0. We have 6 here. Here's a minus 3 here, so we have to cancel out by adding 3. Add 3 to the other side. So we end up with 3a equals to 6 plus 3, 9. And finally, we remove this 3, cancelling out by 3. So divide 3, divide 3. We end up with a equals to 3. Similarly, if we look at something like this, 3d plus 4 equals to d. Yeah. Here, once again, we have to move all of the d's to one side. Yeah. So we cancel out this d by subtracting d, which means we have to do the same to the other side as well. So 3d minus d, we end up with 2d plus 4 equals to d minus d is 0. Yeah. We end up with 4 here, so we have to cancel out by minus 4, minus 4. Yeah. We end up with 2d equals to 0 minus 4, of course, equals to negative 4. Divide by 2, divide by 2. So 2d divided by 2 is d equals to negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. Yeah. And finally, let's have a look at one with negative numbers. 3y minus 12 equals to negative y plus 6. So in this case, once again, we want to make sure y is on one side only. So we have to get rid of this negative y. Of course, we get rid of a negative y by adding y to it, yes? It's still, you can still look at this as a subtraction. Yes, subtracting y, the inverse operation, the one that reverts it, is plus y. And to remember, whatever we do to one side, we must do to the other side as well. So plus y here. Yep, 3y plus y, of course, it's 4y minus 12 equals to 6. Negative 12, we cancel out, so we have to undo the negative minus 12 here by plus 12, which means we have to do the same on the other side. We end up with 4y equals to 6 plus 12 is 18. Yeah. And 4 here, so we have to cancel out this 4 by divide by 4, which we have to do to the other side as well. So we end up with y equals to, well, 18 divided by 4 is, well, 4.5. So there is that.